Hey guys, this is Nicola, and it's Easter time here in Czech Republic as everywhere else, and we have special Czech tradition of making a whip, which looks like this. We call it Pomlázka, and this tradition is a typical pagan tradition dating back to 14th century, and we're gonna show you today how to make it. It's made from willow branches, and my husband's gonna show you how to braid them together. So let's start.
So firstly, what we actually need to do is to make a band. So it's basically one branch which is cut in half. You can see it's cut in half, and then we're gonna use this flat area to actually twist around the whip. I'll show you in the middle. I'll show you in a minute. So tools we need for this little project are basically these. So we need a scissor, knife, and some scissors for the branches, and bunch of ribbons, right? So the first thing we need to do is to basically cut four branches of the same length and thickness. So I already done that. So you're gonna see there is 8 branches. They are all in very similar length, and that's basically what we need. They need to be fresh. They need to bend very easily, and they need to be very, very similar size and thickness. Okay, so what we're gonna do is the first step is split this group into 2 groups. So we take 4 and 4, and we put this band right in the middle like this. Yep. So we have 4 branches on the top, from 4 branches on the bottom, and we need to bind them together. So what we're gonna do, what we're gonna do is to basically make a first round around the branches like that. And firstly we go down around this appendix, and we're coming up above the appendix like that. So it's actually nice. That appendix basically stays in one place. Yep. And then we continue this rolling motion. And I usually make it long, because this is going to be a grip. This is going to be the place where we're going to be holding that grip. And I usually make it about 3 to 4 inches long, which is like 7-8 centimeters long. All right. Make it nice and tight. It's very, very important to make it tight. All right. It should be good. Should be good. Now we need to finish this so we actually started with 4 branches in this direction. So we have 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom. Then we twist the whip by 90 degrees, and we split the branches in half. So we're gonna have 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom. And then we take this band, we place it right in between these 2 groups. Yep. And make it, I'm gonna make it like we need to lock them up. Yep, just make it nice and tight. All right. And it should look like this. Yep. So we have one opening here, another one is there. They are rotated by 90 degrees, and that's the first step. Okay? Next, I'll probably move my chair here, there's more light. So next thing, we need to start the pattern. So let's split this bundle into two groups again. So 4 goes to the left and 4 goes to the right. Then we take the first from the top on the right and we put it in between these 4 on the left, and then we go around and up to this bottom to the right. Okay, don't worry, you get used to this pattern. So again, now it's a turn on the left, so I go from the left, so I take the first on the top, I go to the right to the middle of these 4, I go around, yep, and go back to the bottom on the left. Now I take the top one on the right, go in the middle on the left, going back to the bottom. So now, you know, all these branches are forming slowly into this pattern. Just always make it nice and tight. Don't over tie them. Just, you know, just gently tight. Now, so then we go from the right again. We go to the middle. Oh, hang on. This was our last step. So let's go from the left to the middle, going back. Right, then starting from the right, going to the left, around, and back to right. Now starting from the left, going to the middle, like that, going back to the bottom on the left. Now going from the right, going right to the middle, going back to the right. Now from the left to the middle, around and back. Now it's getting actually easier because you can see, you know, these branches kind of start cooperating a little bit, so it's easier to bend them around now, and basically just follow the pattern all the way up, always make it nice and tight. Going from the right to the middle and back. Now starting from the left to the middle on the right, going back, coming from the right top to the middle, going around and back. Yeah.
So what do you do then with this whip?
That's a good question. So once the whip is done and finished, and once time comes, then we take it like a man take it on the women, and we whip them
Why you do
gently.
Why you do that actually?
It's actually for good luck.
And fertility, right?
And fertility too. I'm not sure about that one, but yeah.
So that's what we do on Easter Monday in Czech Republic.
Yeah. So once you whip the women, you usually get like some treat, like Usually they get you a ribbon on your whip, so you know how many whips or whippings you have done a day. So, and also it's something like a, you know, like a thank you, like a small thank you gift that you made a journey and visit that lady and made sure that she's gonna get a better luck next year. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Almost there.
Okay. It's actually a very good exercise for our fingers too, because it's not easy for someone who never done it to hold all these branches in order. So there's like a lot of tension on your fingers, and I can actually feel how my muscles are getting flexed. So definitely good for muscle exercise. All right.
Look at this handmade beauty. It's forming nicely.
So if you make a mistake, that's okay. You know, you can always untangle few rounds and start again. It's very, very easy to correct the pattern. Yep. All right, we're almost there. Okay. Coming. Yeah. Sometimes just make sure that there are no gaps. Yeah, and if there is, just try to push, try to put some pressure on the gap, so the branch will come up eventually. So then it's nice and even all the way from the bottom to up. So, all right, almost there. Yeah, my fingers, they will need some rest after this. It's really very hard to keep, you know, that the tension in the fingers. Yeah, so almost there. Okay. And once we up, we need to somehow finish this line. So usually what I do is to cut the ribbon, like small ribbon, and I put the ribbon right on the top. But before I do that, I make sure that there are no gaps in between the branches. You know, sometimes you can just bend some places a little bit to make the branches coming up a little bit and make it nice and straight. So like that. So you know what we want is to have like a nice and even shape. Yep. And let's put the ribbon on the top.
decoration time.
Maybe you take the red one. What I usually make a few rounds around the tip, and make it nice and tight, and put some knot in place. Nothing really special, just the ordinary knot. And then, when finished, make it pretty with some, visually better looking knot like this one, for example. Okay, make it tight and secured. Alright. Okay, looks tight. Let's cut this one off. And now what I do as a next step is do some trimming. So I just trim all these tops down to make it look even, like this. And also I trim this appendix from this area and that area. Alright. And I take and make these bottom ones shorter as well and even. About 1 inch is, I think, enough, which is about like 2 centimeters, 2.5 centimeters. And then some small corrections to make the sweep nice and even, and then you have it.
Perfect.
Then you have it.
Thank you. Happy Easter, everyone. Have fun.
All right. Cheers.